everyone, I'm Jennifer Brown from Baca Wines, and I'm thrilled to be hosting another happy hour with you guys today. Today is going to be really fun. We've got an amazing guest, Jeannie Mai, who you know, she's an Emmy Award-winning television host and producer, as well as stylist. And we're also going to be drinking a fabulous wine, our home base Zinfandel. We always have lots of great things going on Baca Wines. Today we also have a giveaway that you can check out on our channel. We are giving away lots of fun prizes, so please make sure to check that out. But really, I'm just going to be talking to such a talented and beautiful and fashionable woman today. Jeannie is so accomplished, and I'm just really excited. Hey, how are you, Jeannie?
Hi, how are you?
Very good.
It's good to see you, Jennifer.
You too, Jeannie.
I'm doing the balancing act. I love this part where you find a way for your phone to balance.
I know.
And you also get that lighting to look just Jesus kissed. Okay.
Oh. Okay, the painting behind you, like the whole look just matches the glow on your face. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
So peach and beautiful. I love the color peach. Maybe obviously my shirt. It's just beautiful.
My fiance and I we're in the middle of building our home. And I'll actually show you a 360. So this is my studio where I shoot the reel. That's the camera. The reel on Fox.
Right.
Our Emmy Award winning show is shot here in our home. That's the crazy thing during COVID now. So I'm thankful that Baca Wines is keeping me afloat here. But yeah, this is like my full studio.
That's amazing. Is that a teleprompter also there?
Yeah, it's like a full blown camera.
Oh, wow.
I mean, there's a teleprompter as well, yes, but yeah, it's a whole thing here.
Oh my goodness.
I know, right?
Oh, that's so cool to be able to see behind the scenes.
Station. It's a whole station.
Oh, I love it. That's so neat. Well, cheers to you on this Thursday afternoon. I'm so excited to have a glass of wine with you. You're such a lovely person.
You
have to pour it, of course. Go for it.
It for a bit, but
yes, it's always nice to let it open and breathe a little bit.
I know some people talk bubble in their wine, but I like it. It makes me feel like I'm about to be a party. So cheers, Jennifer.
Cheers to you. Oh, that's a cool glass, by the way.
I learned that. Thank you, Tati, for saying that I'm glowing.
Oh, you are.
Lighter and a little bit of my bronzer. It's actually this. It's a Too Faced highlighter and bronzer, and it's my favorite product. Gives you this glow, and it's like, oh, I love that. That's it.
Oh, thank you. You know, I didn't realize that you started off your career, or when you were 18, you were a makeup artist, and you started off your career as a makeup artist. That makes so much sense.
Yeah, that's probably why I naturally talk about makeup so much. I started out in makeup actually with MAC. I was their youngest to join the company. I started at the counter in a little mall called Valley Fair, which actually isn't that small anymore.
I'm familiar with it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you are? Oh, yeah, of course. And I know that Westfield Mall is insane now. Now it's so high end. We've got
totally.
But yeah, I used to work at the counter there, and then in like 2 years, I became a Northwest trainer of region, and then I moved from makeup to styling, and then TV personality.
That's so cool. No, I read that you really advocated for yourself, like presented your own scripts to promote yourself to be a TV personality. I think that's so amazing. Good for you.
Oh, thank you. Anyway, I'm for the Baca fam right now, saying that they saw my show. How do I look? Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. It was like 15 years ago, you guys. Not only did I teach myself how to learn to be on camera, I think I had a little bit of it because I love being with people. Like I love conversations. But how do you amplify that on TV and still manage to be yourself, right? So in the Bay Area where I'm from, there were 2 stations. There was KTVU and KTSF.
Right.
And I went interned there. I was that girl who, even though I was supposed to just bring in the mail and drop it off and maybe take lunch, I was standing around in the green room. I was trying to listen and learn the terminology that the other, co-anchors were doing. I was just trying to learn everything because I knew that one day I would want to be on camera, and it helped so much. It actually, I would say those jobs in the Bay taught me how to get my finesse so that when I got to LA, I just knew how to look really seasoned as soon as I got on.
Oh, that's so smart. And so great that you found your passion so young too. Although I know
Yeah.
that, oh, I was going to say, I know that you've done so many things, though. I mean, who knew that you end up being on The Real or being on Dancing with the Stars? I mean, also, if you told us when we were kids that there would be a show called Dancing with the Stars, the whole concept of reality shows were like, foreign. But you've done a lot of things.
I've wanted to do Dancing with the Stars, but it was one of those things. I actually turned it down twice. So Dancing
Did
with
you
the
really?
Stars,
Huh.
yeah, they approached me and interviewed me, and I turned it down because I was so afraid of the judgment. I like to dance, especially after a couple glasses of wine.
Yeah.
I got afraid because I mean, there's over 25 million people who watch Dancing with the Stars. And once it actually became like an opportunity, I was like, oh, wait, no, never mind. I'm too chicken for that. So I turned it down. And then when I finally accepted it, it was the best experience of my life, Jennifer.
Was it really? Oh,
Yeah, best. I suggest to anybody out there, when you become an adult, you just all of a sudden, you step away from doing those things that make you feel so childlike. You know what I mean? So
mm-hmm.
afraid, and you think about what other people say and that whole thing. And when you're on Dance with the Stars, you're forced into it. But the feeling of dancing is such an expression of emotion. It was so freeing. So actually, like anybody who likes to watch dancers, then you have it in you. Learn how to ballroom dance. It's so fun. Tachi just said that to this day, you're still the best contestant ever. I feel like I owe you all these bottles of wine for saying that. Thank you. Vodka to your home. But thank you. It was fun. I really wanted to take Nelly down if it's just between us and vodka here. I'm gonna go down. But no, that's my brother. He's my friend.
No, I totally get that. I mean, I can't believe that you had to cut your season short. That was obviously such a huge bummer with your throat
Oh, it was, yeah.
growth that you found. I'm so sorry, but I'm so glad you're doing well now.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a serious thing. I learned, obviously, we know all the time that health is not something you ever take for granted, but it started out as a strep throat for me, and then it worsened into an infection that turned into something I had to get operated on. And you guys, 20,000 people get this condition called epiglottitis. 20,000
I've never even heard of it.
a year.
Wow.
And I'm one of the 20,000. And when you get it, it's a very dangerous situation because you have hours to go and get your throat surgically go get it operated on.
Okay.
It could actually collapse and you could lose your breathing. So oh my God, that was scary. So I'm glad that I had Dance with the Stars, but I'm also glad that I had my health after.
Me too. Cheers to your health. Cheers
Thank
to both
you.
of our health and everyone at home's health, but especially yours.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're doing well now.
Thank you.
Okay, so because I have you here and you're a fashion expert among many other talents that you have, I would love to get your opinion on some recent fashion trends and do a little thing that I like to call hot or not. And I'll tell you some recent trends. You tell me if they're hot or not. I feel like recently, for example, I learned that side parts, which I've done for so long, are out, and it's now all mid parts. So I feel like I'm clearly so out of the loop. So I just have so many questions for you. Okay. Do you have something you want to say?
Well, I say first that the side part is always classic. Don't let somebody tell you out.
I appreciate that.
But because the middle part is a lot more modern, when you do a middle part, it will make you look more modern. But it's a middle part with a very sleek blowout. You know what I mean? It's a very of share. You can't have you can't. Let's not get crazy. Let's keep nice and
let's not get crazy.
Then it looks like part of the trend.
But don't you think that side parts are more flattering to most people's faces? That's the problem, don't you think?
No, I actually don't. I think it depends on. If I'm honest, Jennifer, I think it depends on how it lays on your face. Like if you have I have a side part frames a bit, then you get this nice felt. Like see how it goes with my entire outfit. Like
it's beautiful.
You know what I mean? It kind of pulls it all together. But if I have a side part that's like this, it doesn't give the same type of sensuality. If you have a side part that's, the ear tuck is it's tricky. If you do an ear tuck, you kind of take away from the mystere of any part. You could lose the middle part if you tuck it behind yours. So you've got to have it kind of like, fall in your face here. And just a trick for anybody, if it feels like
Yeah,
it's,
please.
in front of your face, get a little bit of leave conditioner, just a tiny bit on your fingers, and just touch the sides like this, and then it kind of stays in place.
Okay, so that's super helpful. And also, all the comments coming in are making me feel so great because I'm not the only one. A lot of people think that side parts only look good on men. But now we know you're not supposed to just wake up in the morning and like with ratty hair and just do it in the middle. You're supposed to flat iron.
Blow dry.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, perfect. All right, I'm all set. I'm going to do that next time. Thank you. Okay, what do you think about skinny jeans? Because I have heard that skinny jeans are maybe on the way out and it's more about mom jeans now. I have a whole closet full of skinny jeans, so please tell me.
So skinny jeans are never out. They're not out in the sense where, okay, yes, if you're going to New York Fashion Week and you're sitting front row next to Anna Wintour, then wear something a little bit more avant-garde or maybe a little bit more, fashion magazine.
Right.
But like if you're wearing it out to your brunch with your friends or to the club, is somebody going to go, oh my God, I can't? No. It's just the way you style it, But mom jeans are, when somebody wears a mom jean, they definitely look a little bit more fashion forward because mom jeans have they have a little bit of a patch right here that kind of allow you to get a high-waisted feel, and then they're also slouchy and baggy, so it just looks cooler. And then if you pick it with a heel and if you peg the leg, it's even better. So I still wear my skinny jeans, but if I see a mom jean, there's a little bit more risk in it, so you do look more, because
that makes sense. Right, and I bet mom jeans are similar to middle parts where like you can't just like roll out of bed and like wear like a big baggy t-shirt that's terrible with mom jeans. It has to be more purposeful to make it look put together, whereas skinny jeans I feel like look more polished with less effort maybe.
Yeah, the trick with mom jeans is that you always have to wear a top that's a little bit more fitted to your waist, because a mom jean, right, it's boxy on your hips. So if you wear a top that's overly baggy, you're gonna look like SpongeBob. You're not gonna have a waist. Whereas if you have like a smaller top or a top that cinches your waist, and then you put the mom jean on, then mom jean can be baggy, then you're good.
Okay, this is so helpful. I just want to take you into my closet and have you tell me what I should wear and what I should not wear.
If you fill it with vodka wines, girl, I'm gonna live in there for a bit.
Okay, all right. I appreciate that. I also love sometimes you do film your shows from your closet, by the way. I love seeing your closet.
I do film my show from my closet because my closet is kind of comforting to me. I absolutely love just like being around the colors and the textures, and it's just, I've always made my closet somewhere to enjoy. Like when I was growing up, I lived in a 3-bedroom house with 15 family members. So
Did you really?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm Vietnamese and Chinese. So my family sponsored the rest of my family from Vietnam over, and they all lived in the house. So much fun. But I did have a small closet. And I actually took the doors off of my closet when I was younger because I loved looking at my clothes and watching them be organized. I always have my clothes coordinated because I think your closet should feel refreshing. You know how Marie Kondo get rid of something if it doesn't. Your whole closet should bring you joy. So yes, I'm telling everybody watching this, if it behooves you to clean out your closet, refresh it, put in some fresh pieces that you want, maybe splurge a little bit and get an item that inspires you to go out or be a little bit more fancier, then do those things yourself. You deserve it.
Now that's really helpful because just like having a really messy bedroom, it's really nice to come into a bedroom that's clean and relaxing, and same thing for your closet, right? It inspires you to dress up more.
Totally.
I think that feeling inspired is so important. Oh my gosh, I feel like I could ask you questions forever about fashion, but I feel like I should tell you a little bit about the wine we're drinking. Do you want to hear about it?
Absolutely. I just love how rich in body it is.
Thank you.
It feels like a little journey with every sip. You just feel like when you swirl it in your mouth, at first the layers there's a little bit of tart and just a robust berryness to it. But then you take it down and you take the next sip. It's very rich. I like it.
Okay, I'm super impressed with your wine knowledge. I can tell. I know you said you were in Napa over the holidays with your fiance.
I'm part of a few wine clubs. I love
Good for
wine.
you.
We actually built a house with a wine cellar because my
Oh, I
fiance
love that.
wines. Um, but I'm not snob. You know what I mean? Like I
Mm-hmm.
enjoy wine. It's just good and
Mm-hmm.
it's easy on the palate.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'm the type where if I had a great steak, I could mix it with a Sauvignon Blanc. Like I'm not,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to, staple it with.
Totally.
So I don't know. I like to break out of things.
Yeah. I think that makes perfect sense. I mean, we're obviously in the luxury wine business. My parents started the winery 20 some years ago, and my
Wow.
grandparents were in the grape growing business before. And I feel like there are so many people who take it so seriously and they forget that this industry that we're in is actually so fun. So let's enjoy it. And that's one of my sort of intentions behind this brand. So at Baca Wines, we make luxury wines that we do all the same things that Hall, my parents' winery, does. We only use French barrels. We pick everything by hand. We pick the grapes at 3 a.m. in the morning so they stay really firm and bring them in on refrigerated trucks so that they're totally pristine. We do all those things, but we also like to have fun. So we name all the wines not just by where it comes from, but also with names that I think are fun. So this one's called Home Base.
Yeah.
And we call it that because it comes from an area called Dry Creek, which is near our home base, our tasting room in Healdsburg, which is in Sonoma. And I just think, yeah, life's too short to take yourself too seriously. So you should have some fun with it.
Absolutely. I think a bottle of wine, I get excited when I uncork a bottle of wine because you know that you're going to just enjoy for a while. It gives you a reason
Mm-hmm.
that bottle because it's always good to try to finish the bottle, but I'm always excited about who gets to, be a part of my next glass that I pour and what conversations come out of it. And this was a perfect wine for us to have tonight because I am a red wine kind of girl.
Oh,
And,
good, good.
I also enjoy how red wine can just feel so romantic. There's nothing that takes away
Mm-hmm.
from, a red wine
Mm-hmm.
and you're set. It's just so
I
perfect.
agree. No, and it's very elegant. We like to make wines in an elegant way, and it's having a beautiful, elegant wine to open. Like this one, I think pairs really well with. I'm a vegetarian, so obviously my examples are all vegetarian. But
Okay.
like a portobello mushroom with caramelized onions, like something that's meaty with texture. It
Yes.
also has a lot of blueberry in it, so I would do it with
I
any
knew
kind
it.
of dessert. Can you tell that?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. So I like doing, like a blueberry pie or like a hard cheese with some blueberry compote on it to sort of pair it with the blueberry and bring that out of the wine. It just has a lot of just flavor, and it's a nice way to treat yourself, I think, too. So I'm a big fan.
When I drink this, I actually think of having a complementary side of some
Mm.
really rich in color fruits. I don't know why, but I
Mm. Mm-hmm.
more of like blueberries, like you just said, but also maybe some figs. Um,
Totally. Figs would
yeah,
be wonderful with this.
pair it with something that has tartness to it.
Mm-hmm.
This has just a little bit of tart finish, and I
Totally.
just taste that more with different foods. And I think this actually it tastes like it goes great over it tastes great with sweets, but it also could go good with savory food.
Mm-hmm.
And I really lately, what I've really been liking, I've been taking, I don't know, I'm in Atlanta, so it's been a little bit colder out here. So
Of
I take
course.
a bit of my favorite pie that I've just toasted a little bit in my air fryer. Don't get me started with air fryers, guys. I'm
That
obsessed,
sounds amazing in and of
right?
itself.
It. Then I get a dollop of vanilla bean ice cream. I want actual vanilla bean. I want to see the specks in it.
Yeah.
I drizzle just a little bit of red wine
Oh,
over it, like pull out all the flavors.
delicious.
And so I think I'm going to try that with this. This is going to be the best one.
Oh, please do let me know because that sounds amazing. I'll try it too.
Yes, this
Oh,
looks.
if we're not making people at home hungry, I don't know. I don't know what. Well, thank you so much, Jeannie. It was such a pleasure to talk to you. I know that you have a really busy schedule and you have lots of fun projects, but do you have any last words you want to share with all your fans that are watching us here today?
Well, I'm reading the comments and I get so excited about. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Chick. I'm reading your comments and I love your Baca fam already because I can tell that you guys
Oh,
enjoy wine, you enjoy to eat. And I also think it's so important to have community. These days are really difficult. I mean, all of us in our own in our own way, whether we're I call it quarantining with our neighbors, families, or we're by ourselves. You know, it's so important to find ways to still commune and break bread together. So whether it finds this happy hour or even just, you know, safely organizing a pod of a couple friends that have been tested and are safe, please do continue to break wine open and have conversations with people. Don't let this pandemic get you in a place where you become introverted and you're kind of just, you know, kept away from people. Put people on FaceTime. You can still obviously have amazing happy hour sessions over technology. So I just pray that everybody is safe and make sure to still keep connecting out there and continue really loving, warm conversation.
That's such good advice. I think we all need it, whether in pandemic or not, especially now. We need each other, you know? So with that note, cheers to you, Jeannie. It was such a pleasure to have a glass of wine. I loved it. Come visit us in person soon, I hope.
I absolutely will do that. Everybody be safe and thank you for joining us. Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Well, that was so fun. For those of you who are just learning about us, please be sure to follow us at Baca Wines. We have fabulous guests like Jeannie. We also do lots of fun things. Right now, we've got a giveaway posted where you can win a gift card for $200 as well as a bunch of other Baca swag. So check that out. It's our most recent post. But most importantly, I hope you're all having a fun evening with your loved ones and your friends tonight, whether it's virtually or in person. Please enjoy a beautiful glass of wine and treat yourself. All right, take care, everyone.